Hello and welcome to this video series on how to sell Valo. In this video we'll look at Teamwork 2.0, which is the collaboration part of the Valo digital workplace solution. So what is the Teamwork module? The Teamwork module is a page inside of your intranet that users can go to in order to see all of the Office 365 groups that they're a part of. This is really useful, especially for big companies that have a lot of different project site collaboration groups and everything. It allows users to go to a page and see all of the groups they're a part of instead of keeping flagged emails in Outlook, keeping different links in Notepad, and so on. So as a user, I can go here, I can quickly see all of the groups that I'm a part of. I can also search really fast. Let's say I'm searching for team. I can see all of the Office 365 groups that have team inside. From a sales perspective, it's really important to know that at the time of this recording, this only works with Office 365 groups, so you cannot surface classic SharePoint sites in here. And this also works, at least for now, only with Office 365. This does not work with the on-premises version of Valo. From an IT perspective, and from a partner customization point of view, users can also come here and request a new group. As a partner, you can create multiple custom templates for clients. As you see in this tenant, I have a team template, project template, a steering group template, and an interest group template. Those are all Office 365 groups. However, as a partner, you can actually customize the SharePoint site behind that group. So let's say a project site would have risk, milestone, and contacts list, and a few different web parts on the home page, where a team site would have a holiday calendar and some other information. So we really give you the option to work with your client and kind of find what templates are needed for them, and you can create them using PNP templates. So we're really using Microsoft best practices. When a user goes and tries to create a group, like say they want to create a new team Office 365 group, I'll go select private, enter the title, like say here HR team. They can enter the group description, like say this will be used to collaborate in the HR team. Enter the owners, like say I'll have Vlad as the owner. Enter the group members, like say I'll add Sebastian and Knut. And then customers can also add a set of custom metadata that people can choose when they create the group. Especially for bigger companies, this will allow their groups to be more classified, have a lot more information than only the title that they have out of the box with Office 365. In this example, I have location, like say it's in Helsinki, business area HR, and language, like say this will be in English. However, you can customize those metadata. It doesn't have to be location, business area, and language. It can be whatever you need it to be or whatever your customer needs it to be. When I click on the order group now, what will happen, and I will not do it just for the purpose of time in this video, there will be an item that will be saved in a list and there will be an approval needed. For the approval as a partner, you can either configure a standard content approval workflow, either using the UI or SharePoint Designer, or you can even use Microsoft Flow to actually get those approvals. And another cool thing that customers have been asking us a lot about is, can we have different approval packs, let's say, depending on the site? Let's say if it's an interest group or a community, it needs to go to HR. If it's a project, it needs to be approved by the PMO. If it's something else, it needs to go through IT and then the VP. If you use SharePoint Designer or if you use Microsoft Flow, which in my opinion would be the recommended way, you're able to customize the approval path depending on the template chosen. Let me click cancel on this. So what else is cool with the Teamwork module? First of all, now that I have added metadata on my Office 365 groups, I can also filter them by all of the metadata that I added. Let's say I want to see all the Office 365 groups with location Helsinki. Simply click on Helsinki and it will show all of them to me. So it also adds that filtering capability. Next up, as you know, Office 365 groups are made up of a bunch of services, but we don't necessarily want users to use all of them, or we simply want to give them a really quick access to all of the services part of this group. Depending on the template, and you can customize this per template or per group, I can say that, for example, for a team, in the quick launch of that team, of a team site or a team group, I would have SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, and OneNote. For an interest group, I would have SharePoint and Yammer, and for a project, I would have SharePoint, Planners, and Conversations. So you can really customize the services that are shown in the quick launch depending on the template of that Office 365 group. As you also see here really quickly, you also have notifications. As you see for Project Modern, there are 5 unread discussions that I haven't seen yet as a member of this group. So by going to this page directly, I can also stay up to date with what's changing inside of my Office 365 groups. And I can also go to group information and see all of the information about this group as well as the members, all of the metadata, and so on. I will close this for now and let's go to the other tabs of the Teamwork module. If I go into the Documents tab, so the Documents tab shows me 2 things. First of all, on the left column, I have my latest documents. So this is the list of all of the documents that I last modified inside of my Office 365 groups. So if I know I was working on something, go to my intranet, go to Teamwork, Documents tab, and I can see all the latest ones I've been working on. Another one is the documents from my groups. So instead of having to do alerts on a bunch of different libraries and lists and so on, I can go to the single page and see all the documents that have been modified by other users inside of all the Office 365 groups that I'm a member of. So this really again allows me to keep up to date in a simple way without having to spam my email with a bunch of alerts. I can also go to the Discussions tab where I can see all of the latest discussions inside all of the Office 365 groups that I'm a member of. So it allows me to again have that unified, simple view to keep up to date. And lastly, the Discover groups. When you present this to IT, it's really important to remind them that this can be configured to only show public groups, so private groups can be hidden by default. However, usually it's the HR team that loves this functionality. You can talk about how a new employee would join the company, and the company has a lot of Office 365 groups community type, like say the running club, the foodies, the yoga people. And this would allow a new employee to go to the Discover group, find other groups that they're interested in, and kind of become part of the family because they find other people that they can connect with that have the same interest. And really this increases employee engagement because without a feature like this, it would be tough for them to find other communities that they can join. So this is it for the Teamwork module. To recap it in 30 seconds, the Teamwork module can be deployed as part of your intranet. It allows users to have a single place to go to see all of the Office 365 groups that they're a member of. It allows you to have quick access to your services, quick access to your documents and documents that have been modified part of your groups. And for IT, they can have different templates that users can request. They would need to go through an approval and then they would be automatically created in the backend by Valo, so users don't need to do a bunch of help desk tickets to request Office 365 groups anymore. So that's it for the Teamwork module. I really hope you found it informative, and make sure to check the other videos in the series on how to sell Valo.